What you waiting for? It's time. Time for love. It's time. Time for the sun and sand. It's time. Time for fun. It's time. It's time. It's time to let your hair down. Come on. Come on. Come on. To have no fear. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's time. What you waiting for? It's time. 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 What you waiting for?
We chew. All I want for Christmas is me. God almighty, can you imagine some poor soul tuning in right now and wondering who the flip this message? Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, the bald wonder.
What is it, Halloween?
Is that Halloween? I don't have a Christmas hat.
You sure?
I don't have a Christmas hat.
You're a bit chilly, you're just keeping your head warm.
Keep my bald head warm. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Goa, this is the Merv Britto Show. And no, I have not grown a head of hair since last week. We are live streaming the shows we do every week. Sunday, 6 p.m. live on the Merv Britto Show. And as a laugh, because I don't have a Santa hat, I've got a wig on. My wife put me in a wig. I actually do. If I didn't have the mustache and beard, I'd fancy myself. I swear to God I would. I know. Uma Thurman. This is the Merv Britto Show. Ladies and gentlemen, all we do. We always like to give thanks and say hi to the great minds and team that put this all together and make it happen. As always, I say thank you to the team right here in the studio, starting with Mr. Britto.
Hey guys, it's the last week of 2025. How's it going?
It's going, lad. It's going. We've only got a couple days left.
Yeah, it's going really fast, isn't it?
Mr. Wilbert Cardozo.
Hello there, everyone. Hope you had a lovely time for the Christmas, and I would like to wish my friend who is getting married tomorrow, Nigel with Fiona, happy married life to you both.
Another one bites the dust.
Congratulations to them.
Another one bites the dust. What's your name? Say them loudly. I didn't even hear the names, dude.
Nigel and Siona.
Nigel and Siona, congratulations, you two. That's the best decision I ever made in my life. And I can say that with a straight face. I might have a wig on, but I mean that, sweetie. Congratulations, you two. We've got Mr. Neil Rodrigues, our social media star. Mr. Rodrigues, how are you? Merry Christmas. Compliments of the season, my friend.
Compliments of the season.
Why are you trying to sound like R2D to Mr. Monotone? Come on, man. Give me a little live action.
Yes.
We don't have the one that likes to be called Mr. Mataji. He's not in the studio today. We can talk about him. I will talk about him. And lastly, but never, definitely not the least, the love of my life, the sandwich queen, my breakfast queen, the wordsmith, the one and only Mrs. Joanne Britto.
That don't impress me much.
I call you Shania. Check it out, dude.
Hi, everybody. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you're enjoying this week as we roll into the new year. We just hope you've had loads of fun and all kept safe. Obviously, that's the most important thing.
It's been a busy time, as always, during the end of the year.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do the show live every Sunday here, live from Goa. For the people that are tuning in for the first time, this is not the way I normally look, but we do a live broadcast. And a lot of people still don't believe me that there is no editing involved. You can hear the screw-ups. You can watch the screw-ups. The fact of the matter remains, we do the show live from Goa because it's a, I keep forgetting what to say. It's a passion.
Labor of love.
It's a labor of love. We live here in this place we call home. And there's a lot of stuff that happens, good, bad, and ugly. And the whole premise of the show is to do the show to make everybody aware around the world. We do it at 6 p.m. so we catch North America all the way down to Australia, New Zealand. It's at a good time. We do the show to make people aware. People can get involved. It is an interactive show. And as always, if you want to get in touch with us, you want to send us a message, get a shout out, send somebody a lovely hi, whatever you want to say. Get in touch with us wherever you get your social media. It is on your screen right now. The Merv Britto Show. We love to hear from you. We love to read your comments and messages. Are we doing comments today, Joy? I take it that's a no.
That's no.
Well
Big
done.
fat
Well
no.
done. I take it. That's a no. Big fat no. As always, I don't know if you saw that. You can get in touch with us. If you want to call us in live, the number is 750-7246-246. That is our telephone WhatsApp number right there in the middle of your screen on the left-hand side. Get in touch with us on WhatsApp, 750-7246-246. But otherwise, we'd love to hear from you. If you like what we do, we would really appreciate a like, a subscribe, tell people about it. We don't take ourselves seriously. We have a good laugh. Like I said, the premise of the show is just to make people aware of what's going on here in Goa, good, bad, and ugly. And we want to make people understand we're not rabble-rousing, or we also do a lot of patting on the back for the people that are doing a good job. So if you've got something nice to say, if you've got a comment that you'd like to make based upon something we have broadcasted on a previous show, we'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
How many days to Christmas? How many days to New Year?
Well, it's Wednesday.
28th?
Wednesday evening is obviously the eve of New Year.
Wednesday evening. Today's Saturday. So it's Sunday.
Got 3.5 days to go or something.
What? Merry Christmas. Bella Wonderats. Is that supposed to be Bella Wonderats? Happy Christmas. Okay, you know what? Thank you, Bella. That was very sweet of you to send that message. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I hope you had a great time for Christmas. And we'll end the show with some New Year greetings.
Yes, of course.
You want to wish some people, tell them it's a crazy time here in Goa at New Year, Christmas, New Year time. We're going to talk about it during the show, but we want to make sure that people are safe this new year because it can get crazy. There's a lot of mad things that happen. I've been here many years, and I can actually give you examples of how crazy, how mad, how dangerous this place can be. We want everybody to have a good time. You can be anyone from anywhere. We want you to have a safe new year, and we will talk about that closer to the end of the show. This wig, I swear to God, is really annoying me because I'm not used to having hair, but I don't know how women do this, dude. I don't know how you've got hair in your eye. Yeah, labor of love, man. I love it all, but I'm not that. Oh my! It's got like hair, like itchy hair in my eyes.
More.
I know, but that's maybe you're cold as well, though.
It's all about the look. And for the entertainment of our dear viewers, it's got nothing to do with your comfort, mate. Suck it up.
So throw me under the bus, yeah? You can have a laugh at my expense.
For our viewers, anytime.
You want
All right.
hair for so long, so you finally got him.
My mom always said, hair don't grow on brains. Actually, I got to say this to you. I love the color blue. As you can tell, I wear blue every week just about. I would never, I'm happier without my hair. I genuinely am happy to be shaved bald, and I don't even like stubble anymore. So this is very strange and it's annoying. It's funny because my phone and my laptop don't recognize me. I've got to put in my code, dude. I swear to God. We've had a great time, and we had a good Christmas on the beach. We want to send a shout out to a lot of the friends that met us at the Bayview Shack. I'm at the beach right now. I'm at the same shack, but I'm turned around. Last week I was facing the ocean, but only because I love you. I'm facing you. It's a little bit windy, so if my hair starts to blow, don't blame me. Okay, you can blow this. This is my hair.
That's just his hot hair, that's all.
You don't talk shit, yeah?
No, I'm joking. I'm just thinking I look like a doll, actually. I just look like a porcelain doll.
You?
Scary porcelain
Russian,
doll.
sweetie.
I look like
Russian.
a scary porcelain doll.
Guys, whoever's watching, if you want to see more of these kind of crazy acts and hairdos, do let us know. We would love to know what else Merv can wear for you.
Why don't you come up first?
Challenge Merv.
Mate, I am the craziest SOB out there. I don't back down from a challenge. My nieces, Priyanka and Ari, you know Uncle Merv. They know me so well. I pulled off some crazy stunts in my life. And I used to love it because when they were young, they'd be really impressed. Now they're like, okay.
What about when we met Jimmy Page? I thought that was a joke.
Jimmy Page from the greatest, my favorite, all-time favorite rock and roll band. Ladies and gentlemen, Led Zeppelin rocks. I met Jimmy Page in London at the...
No ways.
Yeah, we did. It was actually a few days after we got married, and we went to the cinema and we went to watch a double bill of some movies. And so in between, we went out to have some food.
Sweetie, the Super Bowl was on and I had to watch the Super Bowl.
Wasn't the Super
it was at
Bowl,
Bodein's in London.
It wasn't Super Bowl. We got married in September. What's wrong with you?
This is during the Super Bowl. I said the only place that would have the football line. Okay, I'm going to turn your mic off because I disagree.
It wasn't during the Super Bowl, but basically, because I'd heard the stories of him walking up to people in restaurants, pretending that he knew them, like, hey, uncle, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Who, Jimmy Page doing that?
Mervyn.
Joy, you're like, I'm going to call you Yusuf today, babe. Did you miss the bus?
I am actually sick, so
He's not well.
I have an excuse, mate.
Anyway, long story short, Joanne didn't believe me, but we were sitting
He
next
said,
to
"Do you
Jimmy
know who
Page.
this is?" And I was just like smiling along. And then Mervyn went, "Are you who you are?" And he went, "Yes, I am who I am. Are you who you are?"
Why did you got to screw
Mervyn
up?
was so starstruck. It was
Why
so
do you have to
sweet.
screw up my line, mate? It was funny, and I'm not embarrassed to say it. You're sitting across your rock idol, yeah? A couple of weeks ago, a couple of weeks before that, he was on a London double-decker bus at the Olympics. He closed the Olympics, right? Was it Robert Plant or Jimmy Page?
No, Jimmy Page.
He was on the bus, right?
It was at Beijing. He
Sitting
closed the
at
Olympics.
Bodein's, and he's right next to me. I'm telling Joanne, look who the heck that is. And she's like, "You're always playing a joke. You don't know him." And I'm saying, "Joanne, look," and I'm kind of nudging her, kicking her under the table. And in my mind, Neil, I'm going to say to him, "Are you who I think you are?" And I screwed it up, and I totally fumbled the ball. And I said, "Are you who you are?" And he was so cool, Mr. Jimmy Page. He turned around and said, "I am who I am. Are you who you are?" He smiled. He said, "You guys enjoy your meal," and he walked out.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, who can I
Wow.
call first? Okay, enough of this crap. Jimmy Page, if you're watching, give me a call, mate.
If I was you, right, I would have dropped everything I was doing right there, gone and bought the most expensive guitar I could, and have him sign it, mate.
Joy, people don't do
autograph.
that in
Hang on.
the UK.
You
man.
met Jimmy Page, and you come out of it with no picture, no autograph, and we have to believe you.
Mobile phones at that time. Did we have mobile phones?
Of course, we had mobile phones.
Where the fuck
It
are the
was
mobile phones?
2008. What's wrong with you?
Should have done this. Autograph me.
Yeah.
Sign my tits. Anyway, whatever. I would have. You know what? I'm a big fan of Jimmy Page, and I was glad that I met him, but I screwed it all up. Anyway, back to the show. Can we get on with the show?
Can
Yeah,
we get
sure.
on with the show? But why are you wearing the wig today? You have to tell people really
Does this
why
hair
you're
make
wearing
my,
the wig.
as a woman would say, does this hair make my ass big? I'm wearing this. Don't women normally say that?
Does my bum look big in this? They say.
We had a blast yesterday. Joy, yesterday was our annual staff party. My family, my team at Merv Enterprises and Infinite, we do an annual staff party. We did it in Martin's yesterday. And I had this on as a joke, as a laugh, because Gudia from our office, there she is in the middle, so bet me that I wouldn't dress up. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna prove him wrong. I am the biggest prankster. So this is my lovely team, my family. There's Neil and Yusuf in the picture. This is my family. This is the people that I spend the most amount of time with on a daily, weekly, annualized basis. This is the Merv Enterprises team. And we'd given them a bunch of shirts. We actually ran out of Merv Britto shirts. And we got a picture with them. So I love all you guys. Thank you for making the party special. We will do it all again next year. It was a good time.
Merv, I can see you on the topmost row in that wig. Is that you?
That's Mr. Mataji. He's got the wig on, so that's the whole story.
So
That's why I had the wig on from yesterday. Joanne had her red wig with a hat on the far left. We kept calling her Shania Twain, but I'm laying there on the floor. I'm exhausted. This is the end of the party, and we had Sushan Paul taking pictures. We had Russell Maskell DJ, and we had Daria, the game master, Daria Lokanwala, organized the games. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you guys,
Thank you, guys.
for making it special.
And also to the whole team at Martin's.
Martin
for really
Siesta,
looking after us so
Bobby
well.
Behar, Joseph, all these waiters and waitresses, they were lovely. Claude, the owner. I mean, really, we had a good time. So
was
that's where the
great.
wig comes from. Can I take this off?
No, leave it on. Also, one of your fans was asking after you, Ajoy.
Yeah.
Russell, the DJ. He was saying he thought Neil was the big booming voice that's on the show. And we said, oh, no, it's not this one. It's actually...
It's Russell the Love Muscle. Russell Mascow.
This
DJ Russell. Yeah, below.
Neil actually does have a booming voice.
Yeah, I know, but you're the one that they hear most often is that...
'Cause he's got a mic in front of
You're
him.
on the mic.
We should get another mic for Neil. He has some very
There is a
pertinent-
mic right here. Get Neil's ass over here, mate. He anyway, whatever. I'm not going to get into it. So we had a great time yesterday, and thank you to everybody that made it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we do the show live every Sunday from Goan. We're going to talk about a couple of very important things.
Firstly, how's Christmas?
Awesome, dude. Great time.
Yeah.
It was a quiet Christmas. We had a nice time, though, didn't we? We didn't have any family here, so we were missing family a lot.
As we did the Christmas lunch, right?
Yeah.
We
so
went to the
didn't-
beach. We
But
went to the
We
beach.
started with a full English breakfast, though.
That morning, my wife, the best, dude. I swear to God, she's definitely a keeper. She makes me the most impressive, the best morning breakfast you'll ever have. So I had a really good breakfast. We went to the beach, and can I say to you, Ajoy?
Yes.
There's normally a lot of traffic here in Goa.
Yep.
And this day, there was no traffic. I got to the beach. We sat at the shack with Mark and Priyanka and a bunch of our friends. And we had a really, Meher and Tahir, Daraya, Anya, all these guys. We had a great time.
Yeah, we had a lovely time.
And I got home at a decent hour and I was sober.
So would you say this Christmas was pretty festive for you? Judging by these visuals that we're showing on the show right now, it seems to be quite a spectacle.
It is. And I love to see these pictures. People actually do celebrate. They go all out. These pictures you see on the screen, where they come from, by the way. This is my Saligaon church.
It's from Goa, around Goa. So this is what people have posted
That's
on
a Panjam church.
Panjam church. This is what people have posted on social media. So we're taking it from there.
Oh, they look lovely. And I'd have to say, my mum loves Christmas here in Goa because I think when you're in the West, it all becomes so commercialized that the true meaning of Christmas can sometimes get lost. And I think that's the real shame. So what my mum's always really loved is when she comes here, when you see everybody that's got a star out the front, obviously it's mostly the Catholic families that would have the star out the front, and also their crib out front. And people have made a proper crib. They haven't just gone out and bought it. And they've got
that's what I love the most.
Real grass and rocks and all of those kind of things. And my mum said, I just love the fact that it just feels like a real true Christmas, and she really enjoys that. And I think it's lovely to kind of still feel that true spirit of Christmas.
Can I tell you, that's one of my favorite things. Goa as a whole, I've always said this. The other places that I've enjoyed Christmas in the U.S. and in the North America, right? Canada does it differently, but it's very commercial.
Yeah, of course.
You have a lot of house parties and everybody gets together, which I love. You know what I love most about celebrating Christmas in Goa? Everybody makes everything. This is the Star Festival, by the way. You got these pictures. We went and did a tribute to these guys. Not a tribute, but we went to pay homage to all of these guys. Guys, you know what? Another thing that I love. Everything's handmade. It's all recyclable. There's no plastic. You know how many non-Catholic people I met celebrating and making stars and contests and stuff?
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
There's no division. I'm not Catholic. I can't celebrate it. We interviewed a bunch of people at random.
Yeah. And we want to play out that reel that Yusuf had created, because we'd said to quite a number of people that we'd met on Wednesday.
When do you want to play the reel?
Tuesday evening.
Play it.
Yeah, let's play the reel, because we said look out for the show on Sunday evening from 6:00, because it would be lovely for them to be featured. So
they won't recognize me on the air. Can you imagine
you, but don't
take this off.
No, leave it.
We have it ready.
Okay, play this for me.
Hey guys, this is Merv from the Merv Britto Show. We've had a
Same
beautiful
shirt.
evening walking around to watch the stars, not in the sky, but along the Parra roads. They have a competition for the best star in Parra. We were able to meet up and interview a couple of people that did a really brilliant job.
My name is Nihar Gurgaonkar from Aldona.
From Aldona, tell us how you made this star and how long it took you to make this star.
It took me almost 2 months.
Like dal. This is all dal, right?
Yes.
Pulses.
Yep. Dal, yeah.
Amazing.
I'm from Panjam.
Both of these guys are non-Catholic. Both of these, Nike, and they're so excited, and I love this. Watch this.
Amazing. That looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. Look at these stars.
It's lovely.
The cross.
The
And you've
Om,
got the Muslim star symbol.
the sickle, it's all inclusive.
Got to love Goa for that.
I love that, dude. I love that. People just don't give a shit.
Where's Marcel?
1.5 months.
1.5 months. आणि
Wow.
तुमका ये inspiration कशे गावले ते खूप दुसरे
Intricate, each of these intricate scenes.
पहिली काम करताले ते तशे.
The work we used to do back in the day when we used to make mud cuts.
ही आमची काजू पहिली
Alcohol distillation.
And yes, sogle all natural. Kai plastic kai na all natural.
bamboo.
I saw another beautiful star and I
wow.
found the guys that made
My name is Aditya Gurau
from
from Parra Sakali,
Sankli.
Gurau.
Can you
A
imagine,
long
dude?
way off from Parra.
Ani?
2 brothers and a friend.
From Parra only, sir.
From here. Y'all made the star together, 3 of y'all?
Yeah. It almost took one month. Yeah, sir.
Team effort. Things done, man.
Eco-friendly materials we have to make this.
I want to ask each of y'all, what are your wishes for Christmas, okay? What is your wish for people for Christmas? All the best. What about you?
Spread love.
Good man, good answer. What is your wish for Christmas?
Spread love.
Spread love, good answer.
Be safe, drive safe, and be healthy.
I want to wish all of you Merry
Joy,
Christmas.
read the bottom of the screen.
See you, Baba. See you, man. This is Merv Britto signing out from the
I
Festival
don't know why I
of
do this
Stars
fucking show,
in the
dude.
beautiful village of Parra.
You know it's the most heartwarming. None of these guys, that's it, done. None of these guys, they're not even Catholic, and I don't mean to make a statement about religion, but I love the fact that we celebrate everything. We celebrate Diwali, we celebrate the Muslim holidays, we celebrate Eid, whatever. These guys come out there with such a zest and a passion.
Yeah.
There's no divisiveness about it's a different faith, it's a different thing, this, that, and the other. They're out there, and we spoke to so many different people.
Absolutely, because people are also listening, and because there was a carol concert, they weren't just singing Christmas carols, they're also singing kind of popular tunes or older tunes that people would have grown up with over the years. And then you could just hear it, people walking around the streets, obviously enjoying snacks and that kind of stuff, come out with their family and friends. And then obviously there was also like presentations and things like that later on. And it was just all really, really nice. It's just nice to see like a whole raft of people from so many different places in Goa. And, like you say, from so many different religions, because it's not about the religion.
It is. And that's so lovely. And that's what, you know what, I'm going to say this as a last statement about the star contest here in Parra. It was beautiful. I think Michael Loba puts this on, or the Panchayat puts it on.
Yeah.
And it brings everybody. They don't give a shit what religion, race, creed, caste, what you look like, color, anything. Unlike most places around the world, everybody's welcome. And people have such a blast. When we were there, and we were proud to be going at this point. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It was
I love
really
that.
lovely.
There's none of this BS that I'm not going to celebrate your thing, and that's what Goa's all about. Okay.
Correct.
There were some not so nice things that happened that you mentioned for Christmas, yes?
Yeah, I mean, it was really very disappointing that it was reported there was kind of many acts of violence in the run-up to Christmas.
What was this?
So there was in many places around India, it's like things have been reported. But I think one of the most disturbing things was basically a shopping mall where a bunch of guys just obviously took exception to the fact that, there was a lovely kind of Christmas decorations and kind of like a full Christmas story and like Santa Claus and all stuff like that. And people just, oh my God, what's going on here?
Get on with it.
What's going on?
Get on with it.
Flipping out, you look like Mick Jagger now. What's going on?
Guys, wait, be prepared to be shocked in the next change of the camera angle, okay?
You guys are laughing about this, but it's funny. It's not funny. Yes, dude. Sorry, I'm making a lot of.
You guys have just completely put me off.
No, don't be put off, sweetie. This is Merv with hair, sweetie. I have to get rid of the blue tinge, the blue tint. Can you see it? All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. Since you guys are laughing at me, I don't want to do that anymore. All of you guys are laughing at me in the studio. Joanne, this is actually something that really bothers me.
Yeah.
And we're laughing at my wig, but this is something that sickens me, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a real shame because people, I think there's the video where it actually shows that people like kicking over like the Santa Claus and pulling down the Christmas decorations, taking exception to people kind of celebrating Christmas or the run up to Christmas. And I just think, well, it shouldn't be offending anybody. It's all about people coming together.
This is happening in Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Assam. Vandalism, and I think that's despicable. And these people need to be ashamed of themselves. They need to be locked up. It's not because I'm Christian or Catholic. I'm Catholic. It has nothing to do with it. But everybody in this country, as one of the largest democracies in the world, should have the right and the opportunity to do and celebrate what you please as you please. Whether you're Catholic, Hindu, Muslim, this is not something that should be happening to anybody, any religion, yeah? I hope they make an example of these people, lock them up. Is this generated? This is AI?
No, this is real.
Shit.
Look
at this shit. Is that a fucking cop? That's a security guard. Why?
This is all real, and this has been reported on all major news channels. So
it's something so pretty. Why would you do that? And where are the police? Where are the security? This is despicable. This isn't a mall.
Well, Live and let live, guys. I don't know why. What's wrong with this kind of mindset?
I've never seen this one. I didn't see this one.
Yeah,
dude. I heard about
taking
it.
things over, just disrupting everything, and it's just terrible.
He's got the orange, the saffron scarves. So this is Hindu. These are probably Hindu, the fundamentalists, and I don't think that's cool. I think that's despicable, and these guys should be locked up. Everybody that lives here, Indian, has the right to do as they practice religion, do what they please. But this is
So this was a very shocking news that came up. I think this happened somewhere in the north of India, where there was this congregation happening, and this lady on the left here, she's blind, legally blind.
On the left?
Yeah, and she's, I think, maybe a recent convert. Basically, she's practicing her own religion. It doesn't have to be about religion. What type of religion?
She's blind, though.
Yeah, and the person here in the yellow shirt is a politician who is actually verbally abusing her, and at one point, almost came to fisticuffs with a blind person over what they were practicing, their religion they were practicing.
Anju Bhargav, you should be ashamed of yourself. Not because she's blind, not for any other reason. She's a human being. And you don't, as a human being, you don't deserve to be treated. Nobody, caste, religion, nothing. But your own party leader, Anju Bhargav, is attacking and beating a blind woman inside a church simply for practicing Christianity. Yeah. Christmas is in India is under attack by caste Hindu groups. By caste Hindu groups, that's kind of a generalized thing, but when will this be stopped? Guys, there are more, can I say this? And I'm going to say this, and I want people to listen to me. There are a lot more good Hindu and non-Catholic people out there than this knob, than this clown. She deserves to be stripped.
And we should dissociate these kind of people, from any group that they belong. Like, for example, if you have a fundamentalist Christian person, that person is not a Christian.
Of course.
And they should be outed. They're criminals.
But right? Can I ask you this, Ajoy? Why would...
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. Why would this be allowed? Would you not distance yourself from this behavior? You as a grown adult, I'm not, and it has nothing to do with my religious values or opinion, but I'm saying, if you don't like the clothes somebody's wearing, would you attack them? And absolutely especially not. If you're in power, if you're a leader, if you are in some kind of a position of power, why would you be allowed to behave this way? Is this another one?
I think so, but it seems to not be.
Bajrang Dal, Goans vandalized Christmas decoration inside a private school. Yet another BJP ruled state. Yet another mob attack on minorities. It's not to rabble rouse. This is more.
Yeah.
Apparently, though, where this shopping mall, it was called the Magneto Mall, and apparently they're saying that they lost about 15 to 20 lakh in estimated losses just because of the entire incident that occurred. So maybe shops had to close down, and obviously, they've lost money on the decorations and stuff that they created. And I believe, I just think it's just really quite outrageous to see people just like on the rampage like that, because I've read reports of people getting attacked for wearing Santa hats and vendors selling things and being abused for wearing a Santa hat.
Check this out. Okay. And this is not in India. This is in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, this is okay. We'll come to this. But finish your point.
No. I'm just saying. It's just at the end of the day, we're living in the largest democracy in the world, and it should be more about live and let live.
It should. This is not cool. This is not happening. We're not doing this to rabble rouse. We're making people aware of this. There are very good, and I wanted to say this about the Palestinian thing too. You're opening up a can of worms with me, because the Gaza Palestinian things just the same. When you've got people with very, very strong values and opinions from two different angles, even the people that had a couple of Hindus get lynched in Bangladesh.
No, that's right.
You don't stand for that. You don't stand. That's a country that's letting it happen, or not everybody. Here again, when you have these fundamental Muslims that create all this strife in the UK, and they went after and killed a bunch of people, it's not all Muslims that are bad.
Yeah.
It's not all Hindus that are bad. These are the anomaly, but these guys have to be punished and made an example, exactly. And they need to pay for their crimes.
Whoever breaks the law, whether they be A, B, C, or D group or whatever, they should be behind jail. They should be put to the ringer as far as the law is concerned and put in jail.
Made an example of. Enough of this. This is ridiculous, dude. I don't want to see anymore. This is actually upsetting, because it's and there's so many more good people. Kill this dude.
Yeah. But you know what? I tell you what was...
play this video just quickly in the background. I don't care. You can play it quickly. Go on.
Yeah,
Sorry, Joe.
It's okay.
It is ridiculous to make sure these can't play it.
So basically, this person apparently this video came from Kazakhstan. Somebody had a really good time in Kazakhstan and didn't know where the Christmas tree was. So this is what he did.
Just zoom through, scrub through it, dude. Just scrub through because it takes a while. Here you go. This guy does donuts in the parking lot and then he rams into a tree. I don't know if this is religion related, Ajoy. We can't make that claim.
I'm actually making fun of it. I think maybe somebody.
No, but it's not funny because people have spent money and time putting that tree up, and some drunk knob goes and knocks the tree over, right? So that's not cool.
They're drunk either.
Joanne, who else would perpetrate something like this?
Well, it's not about being drunk, Mervyn. It's obviously somebody's deliberately just done something. It's just, they just wanted to just topple it over and they just think it's funny for their own purposes and
Whatever.
It's just really not on.
They should be. And here again, I always kept telling Ajo I want to soundbite for enforcement. These laws and anybody breaking the laws, they should be caught. You can identify this car from the license plate. All these guys, no matter where you are, that do any harm, forget about Christmas, do any harm breaking the law, they need to be brought to justice.
Absolutely, of course.
The fines, the recourse, what happens to them should be made. They should be made an example of, so it doesn't keep happening.
Of course.
Can we? You know what? I was so proud of Narendra Modi.
Absolutely.
I have never been more proud of this man. I always thought he was pretty divisive because as the leader of this country, he is the leader as the big boss of India, right? One of the largest populations, democracies in the world. And I've seen him, this is my personal opinion, I've always seen him as a divisive figure. And he doesn't do enough to make his opinions clear. But that is my personal opinion. I think he did one of the smartest, one of the best, one of the nicest things that anybody could have ever done. Joanne, what did he do?
Absolutely. He went to Mass in Delhi on Christmas morning.
Is this the first time he's done it?
Which I think is fantastic.
Apparently so. The first time he's attended mass to show that he's a leader of everybody, which is great.
Yeah.
It symbolically, it makes a huge difference, especially coming from figures such as Narendra Modi, who is the Prime Minister of India.
Yeah.
Can I just say to you, he has garnered so much more respect. My respect, personally, I respect the man more, not because it's my religion, but because of the fact that he didn't have to do this. He's done it. And as the leader of a country, that's why sometimes DJT pisses me off, because they're more divisive than inclusive and bringing people together. He's done this, and I think it's very impressive. Pat on the back. Actually, we should give him. I wonder if he's watching the show. Narendra Ji, if you're watching the show, obviously I'm kidding. Should I put my hat back on?
No. Say what are you going to say? What are you going to say about that?
I was going to say, should I put my wig back on so he doesn't come after me, doesn't know who I am?
I just think it's just really nice because it was at the cathedral of the Church of the Redemption in New Delhi. And I just think in the wake of news whereby, people were kind of going on the rampage and, not living in the spirit of Christmas, it was just a brilliant thing for him to do. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you have to walk the walk, when you're the leader of a country that's got people of multiple faiths. I just think this is exactly the right thing for him to do. It was the perfect thing for him to do over Christmas time.
All I'm going to say is that this is a brilliant gesture, yeah? I don't care how it's directed, but this is a brilliant gesture as somebody who's bringing people together rather than basically pushing them apart. I think it's great.
Yeah.
What else? Can I also say this to you, by the way? Pope Leo does something that I'm a big fan of Pope Francis, but I'm also a big fan of Pope Leo because he does similar things. In a lot of these non-Catholic countries, he's not about how wealthy you are, how much you have, resources, nothing.
Yeah.
He always brings people of different faith and religions together.
Yeah, but he talked about his Christmas message about turning your back on the poor as a sin, and that's a brilliant message because it doesn't matter what religion you are. You have to look after those people who can't necessarily look after themselves. And I just think it doesn't matter about your religion because, we all know that, during the Muslim celebrations, they're encouraged to go out and give food to the poor.
They do. They do. I wish I had Yusuf here to talk about it.
It's brilliant. It's exactly. And also in terms of, it's about people living their best kind of life. It's not about what religion you are. It's actually being a good person. That is the most important thing.
Well, have you seen this video coming out of Mumbai?
No.
So apparently this church has been refurbished and it's a 300-year-old church, I think. I could be wrong, guys. You can fact check me on that. But they did something spectacular during Christmas Mass. You want to hear?
Yeah, of course.
All right, here we go.
The national anthem. Turn it up, dude. Let's hear the acoustics. Wow. Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga. Wow.
How amazing is that?
Dude, and that's what it's all about. That's it, done. Sparky. And I think that's impressive. You know what? That's your national anthem anyway. You're proud. It has no religion, creed, caste. That's your national anthem. You should be proud. And there's nothing wrong with singing in a church. By the way, I used to sing the national anthem. I went to St. Mary's School. And every morning we were called to the front. So I know the national anthem like the back of my hand. A couple of us, Andre D'Souza, a couple of us boys who they thought we could sing. They would make us come and sing the national anthem every morning. St. Mary's Blue Ties, baby. Boom, boom. I think that's great. You sing the national anthem in the church. You've got the acoustics for it. And that's impressive.
You know, on a parting note on this topic, I want to go back to that video that you shot at the star competition here in Parra.
Yeah, in Parra. Sang.
And that is something so unique about Goa, which I'm very, very proud of. And that's something that we should protect with our lives, is the fact that we don't have any of these divisive lines between religions. The fact that somebody from Sankali could come all the way to Parra to showcase a beautifully designed, organic star celebrating Christmas.
All natural,
and with love. And they have even another star showing the Hindu, Muslim, and Christians, Catholic celebrating Christmas together. It has those symbolism. Amazing. Amazing.
I'm just saying to you, and that's something that's always made me very proud as an Indian, as a Catholic.
As a Goan.
Most importantly, as a Goan. That's something we need to protect, yes?
Yes.
Well, I've heard so many bad stories about Goan people treating outsiders wrong. That's not the norm. That's the anomaly.
Yeah, that's not Goa, by the way. That's not how Goans used to be.
They're still not. They're still not. We're known for the warmth, welcoming your culture, your food, your whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that's something we need to protect and maintain that happens here in Goa. You can be anybody of any color, creed, race, caste, whatever. And Goan people live side by Hindus next to Muslims, next to Catholics. And we will celebrate. In Saligan, we celebrated every feast, Baba. I would come out and stand there for Diwali when they had the deities come out. We would celebrate. It would give us so much pride. And that's something that makes me more proud to be Goan than anything else. You don't have any of these clowns that are beating each other up and stuff like that. I don't know it's because the big city mentality, Joanne, or it's just because it's Goa.
No, it's because sorry, Goan. Go ahead.
No, carry on. You make the point.
I think it's primarily because of Goa. This is the ethos that Goa is always known for. In fact, when the partition happened, none of the riots that we saw, happen throughout the country happened here in Goa. And this is something that Goans realize and they try to preserve. There has been of late, though, outside forces, fundamental forces that are trying to break that. And I see a lot of our Goans pushing back, which is a great thing, and we should support that, and we should speak out against people who try to bring divide us rather than bring us together.
Well, here on the Merv Britto Show, ladies and gentlemen, we are very proud about this place we call home, and that's why we do the show. It's a labor of love, and I'm not kidding about it.
But also, just on that point, Ajoy, I just think people have kind of got selective memories as well, because, I was reading some of those reports, and it was just basically saying, we don't want any Christian festivities here in our states. And it's like, okay, you might not want Christian festivities there in your states. However, a lot of people are happy to travel around to different parts of India and enjoy the, everything that's on offer there, whether that's like, amazing food, alcohol, entertainment, singing, dancing, all of that kind of thing. Things that they might not necessarily partake in their own states, but they're happy to travel around. And a lot of those people do come to Goa as well, because they've always been welcomed, because, the Goan people have always been extremely welcoming to people from all around the country and all around the world.
I will add to that. It's as simple as this. First of all, most of these decorations that were destroyed were in private properties, right? Yeah. In private malls. If you don't like it, don't bloody go.
Yeah, correct.
Right? Yeah.
Typical Goenka, but don't bloody go. Huh?
Yeah.
I'll slap you.
Bloody don't go. Huh?
I kick at your teeth and slap at your face.
Bloody, hey. Okay, so another thing is, people don't realize that Christmas is more than just a Christian festival. Christmas, just by it is a feeling. You had a bad year. You wait for Christmas, and it doesn't have to just be Christmas. It could be many other. Diwali is another one like that, right? It's a feeling of positivity,
possibilities.
So even if you're not Christian, you're not celebrating a Christian festival. You're taking part in a community feeling. So that should be okay.
I said this at the end of last week's show, Ajoy. Christmas is a time. It's a Catholic feast. Baby Jesus was born, right?
Yeah.
But more, I mean, we celebrate that just like all religions celebrate their big days, whatever the case may be. But I said this at the end of last week's show. It's a great time to do something nice for somebody else.
Yes.
You never know what that person next to you, who passed you on the street, who's sitting next to you on the bus or the train, what they're going through.
Absolutely.
Good, bad, or ugly, physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, right? Yeah. So if you genuinely consider yourself a good person, yes, it shouldn't be only during some massive occasion, but like you're saying, Ajoy, you've got such a warm culture here in Goa, and people will give you the shirt off their backs if they think that you need clothing, or food off their table if you need food, or whatever the case may be. And that's what makes Goan people special.
Yes.
Yeah.
More importantly than being Indian, it's a thing that happens here in Goa. We love and we encourage the inter-community, whatever, integration.
Yeah, interactivity, with people, because everybody's always very curious for, to meet somebody from a different country and also different states, because people, have different experiences living different lives, and it's just always nice to kind of show off what your culture, can offer.
In a good light.
Yeah, to the rest of the world and to the rest of the country as well.
Sweetie, in a good light, yeah? You can be from the UK, you can be from Russia, you can be from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
You, as an Indian, it makes me cringe, and I've said this numerous times, as an Indian, makes you cringe to travel to see how badly our Indians will behave elsewhere. They wouldn't dare do it. And when they do something, that littering or spitting and all this kind of stuff that they do here, why wouldn't you do that in the States? Why wouldn't you do that in Europe? You get your ass locked up, you get fined, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But treat this place, this is your motherland, this is Mother India, right? Why don't you, and including these divisive idiots, and it's not a reflection of the religion, you hold these idiots, don't hold the religion hostage, is what I'm saying to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
nothing to do with the religion.
Christmas, baby.
So how do you think the tourist season is going, guys? So what's your thoughts?
We didn't talk about the elections, Ajoy. Are we going to get to the elections later, or are we going to tourist season?
You want to do a frog jump?
No. You want to talk about this?
No, we're talking about
that's in the order that you decided, Mo.
Okay, so let's talk about this. The tourist season. Nikes.
So I think people say that it's a mixed reaction I'm getting. People say that a lot of people in Goa, but what I've seen around me makes me think that there aren't. So what's your thoughts?
I agree with that, because the other day in the morning when I was going for work, I could barely see any cars on the road. Normally a journey which takes me like 35-40 minutes, I completed in 25 because there was hardly any traffic.
Willie, this was during Christmas? You're saying on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, when?
I guess so.
December you're talking about, just the month of December?
Yes.
The
other day, 26th, 2 days ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you, no, it's not just, listen, can I say this, and I'm overstating this, but Goa used to be packed. Goa used to be chock-a-block at one time during Christmas and New Year. Everybody from all over the world, from all over India wanted to come here and celebrate Christmas in Goa, because Christmas and New Year in Goa, because it was a special place to be. And sadly, that's changed. Empty streets. We went to Kandalam the other day. We drove, I told you, a trip during Christmas, on Christmas Day that should normally take you 45 minutes to an hour, took us 20 minutes. We were at the shack in no time.
But this is
hey, what up, baby?
This is Goa, by the way.
Wait there.
This was somewhere last week. And you can see there are crowds.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah, but this is at 4 a.m. But there's also kind of greater restrictions, aren't there, in terms of what time you have to stop your music.
Wait, this is like a big club.
Anecdotally, that these bands, they're really restricted with their time slots as well and have to finish by 10 o'clock.
I think this is an indoor arena, so they have that it's all closed and soundproof. That
doesn't have anything to do with the crowd in Goa. This is one nightclub and everybody's there to party. Great.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. What about this then? Do you think this is empty, or do you think it's got a crowd? I think it's got a crowd. I think
but there has to be some perspective, Ajoy.
This is crazy.
This is just on the beach.
I think this is Baga for sure. This looks like a Baga, right?
Yeah, there's a crowd there, of course. People want to be on the beach. I'm just telling you, there was a time where you couldn't even walk on the beach.
No,
Those shacks,
you think there was a lot more people than you're seeing here.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay.
This is what people don't want to come to Goa for. This is the gaudy, noisy, crappy crap that people don't want to come to this beautiful state because this is happening. And everybody's trying their very best. MT Vagator Beach in peak season, November, December. Here you go. Here's prime. Who's this girl? Have Indian tourists abandoned Goa. Whatever. I'm just saying to you, this is not what people were attracted to Goa for, those loud, noisy, colorful, gaudy beaches. This is the beauty, the natural beauty of this place. What's he saying?
Oh, it's cropped through.
It's in concrete description. What is it showing? Just no crowd?
They're good. They're speaking to people in on the beach, to tourists. Let's see.
South Goa is much better than the North Goa.
I agree.
गोवा में आप देख सकते हो कि ज़्यादातर वो क्राउड उतना नहीं था जैसे हम लोगों ने देखा था टेलीविजन में न्यूज़ में कि काफ़ी क्राउड होता था, क्रिसमस सेलिब्रेट होता था. इस बार ऐसा लग नहीं रहा बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इंसिडेंट जो हुआ है कुछ
अरपुरा में
आग लगी थी क्लब में.
He's coming back to the fire in Arpur.
कम क्राउड है.
But I think also a lot of the bands are suffering, aren't they? A lot of the entertainment acts, they're actually suffering because...
Very good point.
Yeah, because, there's a lot of bands, there's a lot of people that are out there that would have normally been paid peak price to perform in Goa over the season. And I think there's been a lot of competition, but a lot of these venues are becoming more demanding, that you've got to have a great social media presence and like great audio visuals behind you and all of that kind of stuff. And, I think a lot of the bands and acts are finding it really, a little bit tricky really, whereas normally they'd be majorly in demand. And I think maybe
that's a litmus test of exactly what we're talking about.
Losing their earning potential.
At this time of year, you wouldn't find a DJ that wasn't working or a band that wasn't booked or nightlife people, entertainers that were available. This is the time for them. Supply and demand, simple supply and demand. There's so much less demand now. Yeah. You've obviously got more supply. So here it is. The price of performance. Goa's bands facing tougher bargains this Christmas. There's a lot of competition, but at the end of the day, there's not as much demand as there used to be, right?
I don't think it's that, Merv. I think in my opinion, from what I've just seen of the visuals we've shown our viewers, this season is not looking as good, in my opinion. As a result, there's not enough money to have these big events that pay entertainers such as these bands.
Well, that's insightful. That's actually a good point, yeah? I never thought about it from your angle. I see what you're saying. So you're saying the tours, the crowd's not there, and people can't afford to pay the big wages and big salaries to get these guys in. So bands are not getting the normal influx. This is the busiest time for them now.
If you compare it to previous years, I'm talking about 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, Goa's comparatively empty, quote unquote. And I think this is a good course correction. Now I hope we reach a point as Goans where we can,
turn back,
to actually pause and rethink the direction we've taken Goa to, so that we can course correct and make Goa a better place.
You just mentioned turn back. I'm doing a Cher rendition. This is Cher, by the way. Is it Cher? If I could turn back time.
Ooh, come on.
How's that? This Cher didn't have a flipping mop on her head.
Well, she had big curly hair, but she's had her hair like me before as well.
Can I say this to you? We do the show every week, and I've said this to you. We've lost the plot a long time ago, and you have killed the goose that laid that beautiful golden egg. This place, with your fires, with your harassment, with your divisiveness, with all the bullshit that happens and continues to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, Goa used to be one of the most lovely, welcoming, inviting places to come and celebrate Christmas, New Year. And I'm just going, God, they still understand that. The Goans will come back from all over the world. They love to come back to Goa. I'm talking about what pays the bills, what makes these people prosper. The businesses, the shacks, the restaurants, the hotels are suffering. The bands, entertainment, DJs. I was talking to DJ Russell.
Yeah, he's great.
The one and only DJ Russell Mescal. And he was telling me about how bad it is. And it's so sad because it's just changed the whole complexion of Goa, which used to be what everybody knew about Goa, right? And it's sad because
is.
you haven't realized what the problem is, that the problem is currently happening, and how to fix it going forward.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Merv Britto Show. We do the show live every Sunday, and we are more of the fact that the reason we do the show is just to make people more aware of what's going on. We love this place. We're really, really passionate about it, and we talk about these issues just to make more people aware. If you want to check out more about the Merv Britto Show, go to our website, themervbrittoshow.com. You can see all of the characters on the show. They're at the bottom of the website.
Yes, they are.
And wherever you get your social media, leave us a like, share, comment, all the stuff you do on the social media handles where you get your social media. If you want to get in touch with us, we'd love to hear from you. The number is +91 7507 246 246. There's a dude called Paul Fernandez who messages me all the time. I've had so many people call and message, but you know what? They ain't got the cojones.
Oh.
Can I say that?
Okay.
The goatees to call us in. No, that's we're interactive, and we want to make it. We want to make people aware of what's happening. And we were talking about.
Well, I wanted to just make a point about New Year, is the fact that because I'd heard so much about New Year and Go was so phenomenal, so amazing. Come and spend time on the beach, eat and drink and have amazing fireworks on the beach and stuff like that. Because my friend Alison was here for many years. She was the reason why I actually first ever came to Go. I mentioned it a few weeks ago. And I wanted to come for Christmas, New Year. Well, not Christmas, for New Year. And that was the year I met you, if you remember.
I need to find who this woman is. I need to find out who this woman is.
But yeah, I'm not so sure about the move these days.
She changed my life forever.
In a good way.
No, she didn't. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's because I met you through
But that's
Alison.
the whole reason. That's the whole reason I came for New Year, and you happened to be here as well.
Joanne, every year, no matter where in the world I was, I would come to Goa for Christmas, New Year. We had a home in Saligaon. We'd come and just chill out and relax and enjoy all the comforts of being back home. You can be a third world citizen in a first world country. I would rather be a first world citizen in a third world country and come and enjoy the beautifulness. Is that a word?
The beauty
of being at home. I feel right at home in Goa. You get off in Daboli. There was the only airport at the time. You get off in Daboli, and the first stop we'd make was underneath the what is it called? The bridge. What's a famous bridge in not Verna? What's a bridge, dude?
And Zuari Bridge.
Zuari. There was a little small place we used to buy a quarter of Old Monk and a Coke, and you couldn't wait to come back, get off the airplane. The taxi has to stop there, pick it up, and then you were home.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, people come here from all over the world, and this is not. It's what makes this space special, and we've lost the plot. Am I sounding Debbie Downer? Am I sounding too pessimistic?
Completely. I think if we really, have a conscience, we can pull it back.
Ajoy, you've broken so many rules. Russell was talking about fires. Russell was talking about the lack of tourists. Russell was talking about there's a lot of stuff that happens.
Talk about what Russell's saying, Mervyn.
No. I'm saying to you, this is a going. I'm talking.
Hello, he was having a private conversation with you. He doesn't want necessarily what his conversation was for the whole world.
Who would I trust? Who would I believe other than Russell? So the point, obviously, sorry, Russ, I'm getting you in trouble. The fact I'm trying to make is he lives, eats, breathes, loves this place. He's had many opportunities to go and travel the world and do his DJing everywhere, and he stayed here, right? Mm-hmm. But we were talking about the same thing about how Goa's lost its charm as the destination.
It's losing the gloss, it's like, it's
a lot of the
lip gloss, it's just, it's losing the sheen, in fact, and it's just a real shame because, like you said, Ajoy, we've spoken about it many, many times. Goa's at a bit of a crossroads, and it has got, it's like left turn, right turn, which way you're going to go. I mean, really, we've got to make the right choice for a sustainable Goa.
As much as we talk about it, even a lot of the Europeans that used to come that made this place so special, a lot of people in your motherland, a lot of the Brits, Germans, the Scandinavian countries, the Russians, where are they going? Where are they? Why don't you see them on the beach anymore?
Even the Indian tourists are complaining, where are my foreign tourists?
There's my porn on the beach for free, baby. Walk out there. I'm going to put a bikini. We should do a recording, dude. We did the stars on Parra Circle. I want to do a Shania Twain in the. You think I could get away with putting this on in like a bikini and scaring the shit out of a poor, unsuspecting Indian tourist?
We can give this a try on our show. Definitely in 2026, these are the type of things we're going to be doing, guys.
And record it. We got to do more of this stuff. Okay, let's move it right along.
So you guys were talking about, fireworks on the beach.
Yes, sir.
And then you also talk about the fire that happened in Arpura that lost
The birch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
People lost their
unfortunately.
lives.
There was another one that happened in
up.
South Goa.
Yeah.
Utorda Beach.
Yeah, there was a
50 lakh loss estimated. Authorities suspect a short circuit.
Between 20 and 50 lakh, I think, has been reported.
yeah.
Did Yusuf own this shack? It's called the Gem and Goat.
Why did Yusuf go? If you think Yusuf would not be with us if he was owning something like that.
He'd be in Delhi. No, he'd be in Thailand.
He'll be in Thailand.
He said, "Man, I swear to God, I thought she was a woman." Yusuf, sorry, I'm kidding. A place called the Gem and Goat in Utorda caught fire. And did anybody die? Did anybody?
No, nobody
God.
was injured, thankfully. But it was quite a. This story saga continues. Now there are questions about the source of the fire. Some say it's this or that, and some say it actually could have been started by fireworks on the beach. So that's why I wanted to talk about this.
Listen to this.
Enforcement.
Sorry, I'm beating a dead horse. The point I'm trying to make is mistakes will happen. I don't really. We can talk about this till the cows come home. This is a massive place with a lot of places that might catch fire. Accidents do happen. We're not trying to focus on the ones that do. We just want to make sure that bad accidents and things that people lose their lives, everything else can be replaced. Play this.
So this.
Owner of Jamming Goat, and this was expected.
Holy shit. They've got it on video, dude.
It's at the beach weddings beach parties without any mukhar patlanki so astona fireworks laite. Last year I had a problem, same problem. Yeah, akke kit in amge shekache pote. If I go and ask the Insarpa Galgalare owner ko island view acha, he's not coming out of this. Apnange bitora hota, the staff is saying wo nahi aayega. 3 years back also the same problem. Bito ille sarke amge sheka mukar beach sheka hanti tum bitor sarke kit in bito. I have the videos also. Kitchen bito solle kit restaurant am boso naha tingin blast zale bedan ko paule. So this has been going on and no one is taking action also.
So yes, Merv.
I'm trying to play my soundbite.
Go for
I'm
it.
playing, man.
Go for it.
Enforcement.
You know what? This is sad because these people lost their livelihood. Sorry, Ajay. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say that this is something that the fire department and consequently the Goa government can implement immediately. Fireworks should not be allowed on the beach unless it is sanctioned by the fire department. So it has to have safety. Do you know, Merv, that most shacks in Goa are built out of flammable materials?
Cool.
Ajay, can I ask you a question, mate? That's a long one, dude. This poor lady has lost everything she owns because this has happened. Can I say this?
But can I just ask you one question though? This happened at like 4:45 in the morning.
That's another thing.
So what happened though?
How do you know it was at 4:45 in the morning?
There were the fire.
That's what the reports say.
Fire
So the place was closed
broken out
and the
there.
neighbors.
This was undergoing some maintenance work.
No, Webs. This was caught on video camera. This was caught on camera, mate.
But it was reporting that though.
How do you enforce no more fireworks on the beach?
By having more patrolling.
Yeah?
Yes.
And drownings on the beach by having more lifeguards and less beds on the beach. Tourists, what do they call tourists? The beds, the beach beds and all that kind of stuff. It all comes down to the enforcement, right?
Exactly.
You're never going to... Listen, we're not going to harp and try and big up these mistakes with gas and all this kind of stuff. There are loads of things that can go wrong.
You know...
Common sense goes a long way. And enforcement, find the shit. If this poor lady's has faced this problem before,
yes,
why weren't those people fined like crazy? She's lost 50 lakh. I don't care who you are. If it's happened for the second time, that means somebody's not doing their job.
Exactly. And
with these boys that got caught for birch, they had 46 businesses. With Vijay, all these, mate, it's just the enforcement. Just find the crap out of it. This place is open. There are people in the shack.
Yeah. Well, my point is, see, there's this recurring issue of establishments getting caught on fire. And especially after we've lost 25 lives in a very unfortunate incident, I think more needs to be done. You can see that this problem has not been solved. There's another fire that's happened in the south, and the government needs to do more. They have to do more now, and they should be very strict about fireworks that can set off blazes in people's establishments, houses. We don't know. We don't want to get there. So
can I ask you a house?
This about how there's someone saying about some short circuitry in the electric setup.
You got it on video, mate. They've got fireworks lighting up this place. The fact I'm trying to make is, and you made the statement perfectly earlier. These shacks are made of natural, flammable materials: straw, coconut, chutta, chorna, whatever that stuff is called. Chatai, your mundas. They're all flammable, right? Have you ever been to the beach during Christmas and New Year, Mr. Britto?
I have.
And you don't know that every shack lights fireworks.
Exactly. So what is being done about it?
Brains. You need to have the smarts. You have to have simple common sense, not to light a fire that's gonna land on somebody's shack and alight. In the Birch nightclub, it was pyrotechnics that caught that club afire, right?
But the pyrotechnics caught the overhead hanging. From what I could see of the video, there was the roof that was very much made of flammable material, which caught on fire immediately.
With the roof that's made of natural flammable material, should you be allowed to have pyrotechnics inside?
Neither inside nor outside near to these kind of thing.
But it comes back to enforcement, right? How do you stop these idiots from killing people? How do you enforce this rule so these idiots that make poor choices don't cost their lives?
Two ways. One is, I don't know if you remember the traffic department, the traffic, cell of Goa. The Goa Road Transport Department had instituted something called the Traffic Sentinel Program. Did you remember that?
Where you're going to take pictures and send it in, right? You take a picture and send it in and that person gets in trouble.
Yes. So, unfortunately, it was so good.
Tattletale.
So, it was so good that people were, husbands were getting caught with their mistresses on their bikes without the helmets and stuff like that. And you know what? They closed it down because of those kind of reasons. Can you believe that crap? I hang my head in shame. But we need to reinstitute something like that where people are emboldened to take pictures, send it to a reporting, a government cell, a WhatsApp, group, what have you, and they should be incentivized to do it. And these guys should be fined immediately if they have the vehicle has, say, for example, is going illegally on the beach. The number should be traced immediately through a system, and the fine should be sent before that guy goes home and washes the sand off his feet. He should get a 50,000 rupees fine.
Typical Goan mentality, reinvent the wheel. Why doesn't this happen all over the world?
It does.
Thailand. You know the number of the police presence on the beach during the parties in Koh Phangan, in Phuket, in all these places where people go to party. I'm not saying accidents don't happen, people don't die, but I'm saying it's the enforcement of it, right? You need a huge I know a girl that was felt up. These guys put their hand up her dress walking down Tito's Lane. Do you know how many people are on that lane? It's chock-a-block. You're in a sardine can.
Crazy.
If something happens, how do you get to people? Victims, right? Yes. Mate, you're absolutely, I am agreeing with you, Ajo, we're on the same page, mate. You've got to have the enforcement. You've got to have a proper number of police on the beach enforcing these laws. And if you make it illegal to have fireworks, anybody who lights a fireworks get 1 CR fine or 50 lakh fine or whatever, right?
And jail time.
And jail time. You've caused this poor lady to lose her livelihood, right?
Yes.
So if it's not enforced, and everybody and their uncle lights fireworks on the beach, by the way, everybody.
Correct. So we have to work together. We have to, first of all, agree to some common set of rules and then respect those rules once they're implemented.
Actually, though, can I just say, at Bayview, they've got one of those fire hose reels, because I've seen that they've actually had that installed. I have not necessarily noticed that any seasons before this season, but I've noticed that, and it stands out really, a lot. The bright red fire hose wheel there ready to use if you need it. So, I think more and more people need to have these kind of preventative things installed as well.
Sweetie, and I'm not oversimplifying it. I'm saying, unlike a nightclub, if there's a shack that catches fire, everybody can run in any direction.
Yeah, correct.
Enforcement has to be there. You should not be allowed to dump litter, garbage, sewage in the sand, blah, blah, blah. You have to have the right amount of toilets, hygiene, kitchens, bathrooms. Kitchens have to be safe. There's a lot of rules, but they need to be enforced. The rules are there.
Absolutely.
The rules have been there forever. And we're not harping on the mistakes that do happen, but as smart 21st century people, we need to learn from our mistakes and
I
minimize.
think the jam and go, they were actually getting ready for the inspectors to come back to them that very week, in fact. So
It's a shame. It's really sad.
And obviously you have to, spend the money to make sure that you're compliant as well.
You vote the right people in place and this will not happen. Or this will happen a lot less. Can I say that?
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
We had these elections. We talked about the elections, ZP elections. I'm saying to you, it's a joke. It's a travesty. Many people that have commented sent me messages. By the way, I love the fact that you guys send me messages and send the messages on the office phone. I mean, on the studio phone, 750-7246246, right?
Yeah.
We had these elections and everybody asks the same question. Where do we start? How do we start? This is the 21st century, right?
Yeah.
You've got, what's his name? I can't even think of the chief minister's name.
Pramod Sawant.
Dr. Pramod Sawant having everything go online and blah, 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 blah. Can I say something that gives me hope? And I wake up smiling sometimes thinking, that's a joke, by the way. I don't wake up smiling. I think about a couple of birds that I used to know and wake up smiling with a big smile on my face. All I'm saying to you is, in all seriousness, if you can put an emphasis, Ajoy Britto, tattoo my flipping name on a building outside. If you can put more of an emphasis to make sure that we come into the 21st century to have these laws and rules and everything implemented, everything goes online. You're not going to an office that's reams of paper on the table. You have to bribe people. Put it all online. What is that, Vixit Goa? Pramod Sawant has got all these websites, but that's on the back burner because people are making money. You put more of an emphasis on having these digitized, like everybody in the world. Nobody takes carbon paper and paper to court anymore to make triplicates.
Correct.
Get this beautiful state we call home into the 21st century, get everything online, including the reporting, including the uploading of film where somebody's doing something wrong, the enforcement, the fines. I got a fine the other day. I don't remember why.
Hey,
and I can't,
you never told me.
I did. I got a message on my phone saying,
You never told me.
But I've got Shantaram driving, so I'm going to blame him anyway. The fact that, sorry, Shantaram. No, I am going to blame you because you drive the car more than I do. The fact of the matter remains, the only way you get better and you fix a problem is you find the most viable, get people's opinion and find the most viable resolution, a way to crack down and fix these problems. Don't put Band-Aids on them, dude. Get us online. Dr. Sawant, fix these. You've got so many bright IT people in the state. You've got so many bright people in this country. Get a smart team like what Elon, I'm not a fan of Elon, by the way, but what Doge did for President Trump, you can have a similar kind of thing where you have people that all their focus is they cannot be bullied or manipulated or their minds changed by anybody else. They have to be autonomous, but get them to get us into the 21st century, get everything online, the reporting, the recording, the fining, the applications, the permissions, the rules, the regulations. And that's one step in the right direction. What he started, but it's not been finished. And there's not enough of an emphasis because of people making money.
Yes, it can be done. We all know that it can be done.
How do I vote for you, mate?
Sorry?
I'd vote for you.
Come on, man.
What do you want to be? You want to be the class monitor? What do you want to be, Ajoy? What are these people separate waves?
I want to get, if you put me in power for just a month, I'm going to pass laws through the legal way.
You're an AAP person, aren't you? You're an person.
No, I am no person. I don't belong to any particular party.
You are a person.
I am no political person, but I believe in this we should stop voting basis. Oh, my father, my mother, my uncle, my cat, my dog voted for this particular party. That's why I have to vote. No, you look for the best option, I don't believe also in this least corrupt business. No corruption.
But put it online. Report it online.
If some stupid political party, I'm not naming any names, but I'm going to call them all stupid. If they promised me last term that they will do this, and they did none of that, balls, I'm going to be voting for them again.
You didn't use the word bugger. I love it. Nice. You use the word balls.
Yeah.
Balls. I thought we all agree with the same thing, right? But then I got 5,000 dile rahe. 10,000 dile. Mera vote ke bag.
Arey baba party korea, but vote correctly. No.
But if you don't vote for them, they know. Why do they know how you voted? You can get in trouble. You took my 5,000 and you didn't vote for me.
So don't take the 5,000.
The problem is people are too
short-sighted, so short-sighted that they can't see beyond the length of their nose. What happens is, for 5,000, you get 5,000 for a day. You can spend 5,000 in an hour, less than an hour if you want to, on the simplest of things. But you have to spend another 5 years or whatever years, suffering.
Yeah.
It is better to like taking, for example, now you have a majority win for a particular party.
BJP, it's on your screen.
In the Zilla Panchayat elections, but it's better to vote for honest people and get the benefits of more than 5,000 rupees for the next 5 years.
It's easier said than done.
But what I was going to ask you, though, when you're saying the 5,000, if people, are potentially incentivizing people to vote, you can't track back who those people voted for.
You can. I've got contacts in the powers that be that can tell me how you voted.
I thought it was supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
Anonymous.
So Goa is not the only country with corruption. You've got corruption everywhere around the world. It's more blatant here than anywhere else that I've seen in a long time, right? The fact of the matter remains, you've had a new set of elections. What Ajay is saying is absolutely the truth. This money that you get is a temporary fix, but somebody would rather have that temporary high than fix a long-term problem.
I know, but there's a lot of people that are just living day to day anyway. They're not necessarily looking 5 years down the line.
Slow down, Baba. Who won, dude? I want to know who won in Parra.
I was going to say there was 31 seats won by the BJP.
Yeah.
Congress has 10.
Yeah.
I think the AAP party, they had one single seat. So I don't know where the rest of them were, because there's like 50 seats in total up for grabs, 25 in the north, 25 in the south. So if my maths serves me well, that doesn't add up to 50 yet.
I'm just hoping, that the next term for the Zilla Panchayat, whoever's been elected, they do a good job, and I wish you all the best. But let's do something different this time, please.
Can I ask you a very important question? What's the height of insanity?
To do a stupid thing again and again and again, in spite of the fact it doesn't benefit you.
To do the same thing and expect a different outcome.
And all I'm saying to you, we've done this so many times, and you expect something different. I don't want to be Debbie Downer, but that's the truth, right? You would love it to change. Somebody, some enigma, somebody really mind-blowing comes in there and changes the system, and all of a sudden you can only do this by being brought into the 21st century. You need a visionary.
Well, the thing is, the mayor of New York, he's coming into power, isn't he, at the beginning of January? So he's got some big plans.
Zoran Mamdani.
Yeah, so he's the first Muslim leader of New York, correct? So he's got some amazing ideas and initiatives that he wants to implement. However, who knows whether he's going to have enough money to be able to do that?
Yes.
That is the thing. It all comes down to money. It's all well and good having a vision, but you have to be able to execute on that vision.
Can I say to you that there's something called reporting in the States?
Yeah.
You can still be corrupt. You can still break the rules, break the law, do all the crap you want to. Reporting, what is it? Where they monitoring? And oversight. They've got huge oversight, right?
Of course.
And you've actually got legal channels where you can go and report and have change be made. You can't get away with, they still get away with a lot of corruption, but not as blatantly as we do it here. And the sad thing is, because we do it here and we keep doing the same thing, and you think it's going to, but you're not doing anything different. Ajay is saying, and I hope the new whatever is going to make the balls.
But the thing is, I know, like in the UK and particularly in the US, you've got lobbyists, you've got people who will lobby for certain initiatives to be passed and all of that kind of thing. And that is legal to be able to do that. And you'll contribute as well in order to kind of advocate for your particular cause, to be able to be maybe pushed through or seen in a good light or whatever, or new initiatives kind of put into place. But I don't know really how that works here.
No, I'll tell you what it is, Joanne. Essentially, it is a question of cost versus benefit, right? Right now, the people are so poor.
Yeah.
And they're not educated. Right, even though people there's a common term, 100% literate and all of that jazz, which I take with a huge pinch of salt. Majority of people, they don't have much going for them.
Yeah.
So this 5,000 rupees it's like, oh wow, I'm getting at least
they're living day to day. Yeah.
So if you have to flip that on its head, wherein people realize, okay, you know what, 5,000 is not enough. I need to, for me to sell my vote, it has to be about 1 crore rupees. So when it reaches that, then you'll see change probably. Basically what I'm trying to say is people are getting more benefit from getting 5,000 rupees in their mind compared to thinking that 5,000 is not enough. When they reach a point where they realize that 5,000 is really less for their vote, then we'll have change.
What's my favorite E word, Ajoy? What's my favorite E word?
You know what it is.
Boom, boom.
You know what time it is. Hey, what
happened?
Yeah, it was in the middle.
Enforcement.
It's a joke, and I feel sad. It makes me sad. I want to cry. I don't want to cry on the air.
Yeah, it's the end of the year anyway.
You want to see me cry? I'm going to cry, dude. It makes me so sad because so many people that I've spoken to that have watched the show tell me the same thing. There's no sense of hope. What you're saying is absolutely true. Yeah. There's a big, huge, a vast difference between the haves and the have-nots.
Of course, massive.
And the sad thing is that when you can't enforce rules and law, and it works everywhere, it has no grounds on your religion, your race, your color, your creed, your caste, where you live, how much money you have. Yeah. Rules should be across the board. You need transparency, you need enforcement. Yeah. Right? Joanne, this will never change until... Oh, God, I'm so tired of saying this.
Enforcement. But
until you enforce the law, make them pay. If you bribe me $5,000 or $10,000 and I report you, you go to jail. You will never. If you've got a conviction, you should never be allowed to serve in any political affiliated party.
I agree with you.
Why not?
I agree. But the thing is,
are you a bunch of donkeys? I understand 5,000, 10,000, a lakh, a crore. If you get caught for corruption, lock him up, Mervin, and you will never stand for a political party again.
Mervin, if somebody who maybe feels that they would look up to you more than they'd look up to anybody else in their own, household or something like that. People can't even speak up for you pushing in front of a queue in a shop, never mind sort of standing up for themselves to say, let's change the system politically so that we've got more opportunities going forward. We know for a fact that even some of our team members can be so intimidated going into a customer's house because they're thinking, this is my customer. I have to look after them, and I know what job I need to do, and I've been told how to do it. But if the person, the householder tells you, no, I don't want it here, I want it there, and we know fine well that that's not the right way to get that internet set up in the first place, because you're not going to get the connectivity and the signal, and then later on you're going to be asked to change it back again. A lot of our team members wouldn't feel
scared. They're actually scared
to be able to speak up. So politically, when you're just trying to stand up for yourself and stand up for your family,
it's the hopelessness.
You have to look at, you will look at, okay, 5,000 in my hand, that's going to make a difference to us now. What hope have we got 5 years down the line? They can't see like that because they don't feel that they have got that kind of influence to make that difference. I think that's probably...
I've got the solutions. Listen, mate, you want me to put my way back on and have a laugh? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to tell you I've got the solutions. And I said this to you how many shows ago, Ajoy? When... in the States, you've got people that do, and I've forgotten the word now, but when you throw garbage and litter on the side of the road or you litter illegally, they've got people that do forensics. Yeah. And they'll figure it out and they'll find out who threw that garbage and they will find the shit out of them. All that money goes into a account, right? If you get caught with drugs, the enforcement department catches you with drugs, they seize everything and auction it off, and all that money goes into an account. If you do something wrong...
What do you mean they auction it off?
They will auction off your house, they will auction off your car, all your valuables, everything you own, that goes into an account. Don't make fun of this. Listen to what I'm saying.
No, but I didn't get what you meant.
Okay, so for littering, for doing something illegal, breaking the rules, all that money goes into a pot. You know what the only thing in this world that speaks volume? Money. If you've got money in an account and you can reward people for putting bad people behind bars, stop illegal lawbreakers, stop illegal things from happening, and people get rewarded. Why is garbage here not a big deal? It's not recyclable. People don't recycle stuff a lot, right? So there's no money in garbage. People litter everywhere, right? If you can change and do, and I'm not saying just don't reinvent the wheel. This money that goes into the account gets used to pay for the enforcement, but also to reward the people that report these crimes.
Yeah.
If you get caught breaking the law, there has to be a fine, but the person that got the person reported and caught gets a nice big reward.
Yeah. In the UK, we've got Crime Stoppers.
There you go.
Number,
but why are politicians in India allowed to stand for office after they've been convicted?
Good question.
Right? So if you have something that makes sense by you're talking about 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees to vote, if you get a lakh reward for reporting a corrupted official and that guy gets locked up, he can never hold that position again, you don't think somebody would report somebody for a lakh? And I'm not encouraging tattletale and blaming and the pointing, the blame game and all. No. You've got to have overwhelming evidence that somebody's done something wrong and that person gets put away, right? You're innocent and proven guilty. But if there's money involved, you will stop this stuff overnight, guys. Yeah. Oh my God!
You know,
tell me about it.
Just on the side note, maybe on the next show we'll discuss this. But there's this case that is doing the rounds in India right now. It's a very well-known case about a MLA from North India who was accused and convicted of rape, murder. Okay. And he was, after much time, he tried to subvert the system. He killed a number of the witnesses. Can you believe it? So he's actually got a murder charge against him as well. And he was sentenced to life imprisonment. It's the Senegal, what's it called? I forgot the Unnao, I can't remember. But basically, it's if you check the day-to-day, headlines, you'll get.
When was this, by the way?
This is happening right now as we speak.
He murdered people. He's a political.
He's a political guy. I won't take names and I won't mention the party. We're not talking about parties here. We're talking about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
He was sentenced to a life imprisonment after he had killed witnesses. He had killed the father of the rape victim. All of this, okay? Can you imagine? Very, very heinous. Sent to life imprisonment, and now after 7 years, he's got bail. Why? According to our justice system, he is not a public servant. He's not a public figure. The guy was an MLA. He was a recognized representative, a public figure. I don't understand how that could be, bail could be granted on that basis.
Joy, that's a flaw in your legal system. That's bullshit. Money talks, bullshit walks. At the end of the day, if you've committed a crime, you need to serve the time. Now, it's based upon the rules and laws of that particular country, that state, that area, whatever the case may be. It's up to the courts, right? The fact of the matter remains, when you break a law, you pay the price. But if you're going to break the law and keep breaking the law and get away with it because you have money, the system will never change. So when money's involved, people will turn in their bedfellows. They will turn on your neighbor, your mother, your grandmother, and people are a lot more cautious about breaking the rule. I might be seeing cameras, somebody recording me. Everybody's got a mobile phone. Can I tell you why crime in certain places, actually that's a bad example. I was going to say people are allowed to carry guns in America. Crime comes down because they're afraid to break into somebody's house. They might get a gun and get shot, but it's happening all the time.
Be careful what you say there.
Rewind it and delete this. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Merv Britto Show, and as I said, this is a live show, so don't, I was just kidding. You can't delete anything. I am coming down to the end of my wit, because at the end of the day, it makes me so sad that we've got such a beautiful country, a beautiful state, a beautiful place, such beautiful people, so much talent when it comes to everything, when it comes to sport, when it comes to governance, when it comes to every facet of our lives. And we're still in this.
You know what? 2026,
cesspool. Bollocks, Ajay, that's crap.
You know what? We have on the show. I think we're going to change track, and we're going to be more positive.
Typical bullshit. Let's put a Band-Aid on it.
What are you trying to say?
Next year will be better.
Is really negative Nellies?
You know what? The thing is, we want the show to be a lot of about fun, positive energy, and unfortunately, we are surrounded by a lot of negative energy in this world, in this country, and sometimes in the state as well. So we have to make a change somehow in our programming to change the world. We're the change makers.
Baba Madzo.
Sang.
I'm only saying this because I love this place. This is a passionate plea, by the way. I am a big fan of Goa, of India, but more importantly, Goa. I love this place, and I've seen the sad, slippery slope that we've slipped on many years ago, right? And you keep doing the same thing, the height of insanity, and nothing's being made to change. I don't want to talk about anything else. I want to start wishing people for New Year. Sorry.
So you want to go straight to
my wishes for New Year, mate.
Greetings again.
Joanne.
Okay.
I love this place.
Yeah.
And I want anybody listening. I'm not a Debbie Downer. Just talk about the bad and the negative stuff. Can we talk about something fun, something good that happened?
Tell me.
Sang Baba, you had Baba producer marito
Producer anchor marito.
Anchor kanandita. The point I'm trying to make is we talk about these because you just make more people aware of them. They're happening, right? And the more people know, the more educated people are about certain things. That's the only way or time that things can start to change. Money is what makes this world go around. 5,000 to buy a vote is too cheap. 10,000 to buy a vote is too cheap. But if you're not going to enforce rules and laws that have been set forth by your forefathers in the legislature, what am I trying to say? Legislature?
Yeah.
In all the books, in the courts, you've got a Justice Department that's flawed because it takes too long to have a case get heard and resolved. But at the end of the day, if you do something wrong, you need to pay the price.
This is true. But I was going to say, of course, we're all on the same page with all of that. But I think, one thing we've been talking about a lot this year, we've been talking about AI and the development of AI and all of that kind of thing. And,
scary.
How that is, developing apace. So there's lots of really positives around that. But then there's also a lot of potential problems down the road that can be seen because of, decreasing job opportunities, that kind of stuff. But I think there's also a lot of controversy around dead celebrities coming back to life as a result of AI. So we've had, sadly, Brigitte Bardot.
Did she die?
She died today at the age of 91.
She was hot, dude.
What was she famous for, Merv?
Being hot.
She was.
I've woken up many a morning with a smile on my face.
She was an actress and she was a singer.
Because I woke up next to my wife.
At the age of 40, she turned her back on everything to do with her celebrity, and she became an animal rights campaigner. So,
she passed away today.
She died today.
Thoughts and prayers go out to her family. She was a big name. I know the name Brigitte Bardot. She was a good-looking woman. AI is only as scary as you let it be. AI is a tool to enhance, to help. People have to have a little bit of a brain. They got to have a little bit of common sense. AI and every other technology out there can be used for good and bad. Yeah. You've got to decide what you want to use it for. But at the end of the day, if it sounds too good to be true, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and your great-great-grandparents always told you this. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Willie, you're an IT person. What do you think of AI, mate?
It depends on how, the situation in which you use it for. Suppose, if you use it for good, then it's a good thing on your part. But if you use it for bad, well...
There's always going to be people that use it for bad, no? But I'm saying to you, can you not use AI? Willie, I'm asking you a simple but a serious question, yeah? Why have we not started to use ChatGPT and all the other LLMs for good, to solve problems, to stop corruption, to stop all these bad things happening? Why can't we use AI in a positive light, bring us into the 21st century here in Goa, and have the IT department use these tools to make this place better, Willie?
Well, it comes down to money. Because if we if we use AI to solve our problems, what will the other people who do this for a living do?
The crooks.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, but then that's why you need one person, you need one leader, one visionary, one very strong person. And that is my wish for 2026. Ajay, this is a proper wish, by the way, not your Band-Aid wish. Close your eyes, throw salt over your shoulder and hope things change. What Willie said is so true, yes? You're going to have people that are always going to do bad with technology. But I hope you have one visionary, a young buck, somebody from a different generation that is going to start using AI and the tech it's out there. It's not hidden from anybody. Everybody has access to it.
Yeah.
I hope and pray my wish for 2026 and 2027 and going forward. I don't have any kids, mate. When I'm gone, I'm gone. Bury me. Let me be worm bait, worm food. The fact of the matter remains, you've got such beautiful technology that can be used in the right way. You just need, Willie, am I right?
Yes.
You need one visionary young person from a different generation that's going to buck the trend and use technology to solve problems that we've had around for many, many years.
Yeah.
That all is it that simple? Can it be that simple, Wilbert?
Not really. You need to provide him with security. Somebody's going to come and knock him off.
Oh my God, really? Why? Man, I was so happy. I didn't mind so good to the IT. I was so happy. I thought that was a good solution. Yeah, you're right. But that can be done, no? You can provide them security. What was the guy we spoke about? The vixen that you're going to be in pig shit. No. What's the guy? Who's the guy that hasn't been hired, that is autonomous, that cannot be... That
the
cannot be
enforcement officer.
Lokayukta. You need a young buck, a young... I hate to use the word politician, but you need a young visionary that's going to say, you know what, I'm fed up with this. This is affecting me and my generation. My generation is going to bring this kind of society into the 21st century with technology and AI, and not use the technology to generate dead people and bring them back. But I'm going to use this tech, and we're going to start a movement. What did Martin Luther King do? What did JFK do? What all these visionaries, Mahatma Gandhi, and all these visionaries? You need somebody like that can use what's happening, what's going on out there, and make that change. That's my wish for 2026.
Absolutely, that would be an amazing thing. You know, because obviously for every element of technology, every area of development, there's also the opportunity for that to be used in the absolute positive. But then there's also equal and opposite forces also that can use those things negatively, and that's what's really, really a real shame. But of course, going forward, we'd like to think that we can have that positivity and look forward to an amazing new year.
My beautiful wife, I love you to bits. I want to take this opportunity in advance on the air to wish all of you, each and every one of you, for New Year. We're coming down to the end of the show, and before it gets too late and we start falling asleep, it's been a full-on year. I'd love to do what you suggested earlier.
What's that?
A review.
A review of 2025.
Review of our stories.
Top stories.
Top stories of the year.
That affected us in Goa, yeah? Yeah. Going to Miami. Sungta chikori ani, pickle miskut ani.
Yeah, but you can't just do it 2 hours before the show. You know that, yeah?
That's true. And you can't do it towards like the last 2-3 minutes of the show either.
How do you say
Next
5
week
fingers?
we can have a look back and a look forward. That's
Can we do that for the next show?
Of course.
We can do a rewind. It doesn't have to be only because it's done in 2025.
No, but that's what most people do. They'll do
We're not most people.
review of the
We're
year.
not most people.
They'll
We're not
do-
most people, baby.
They will do a review of the year, and then they'll have their wishes for the year ahead, of course. So that's what's important.
We're not most people. We're not most people, and I'm not most people. All I'm saying to you is I want to end the show on a fun, on a happy note. I am a mess right now, but I love that color blue.
Shah Rukh Khan
Does that look like Shah Rukh?
Yeah, look at the hair.
Well, babes.
You wanted to wish
Shah Rukh
Philomena.
from
Philomena Suarez.
Ravan Shah Rukh.
Sama, tuka thapra ditalo.
That's why I said it loud.
I want to take this opportunity. This is the last show we do this year, guys. I want to say, first of all, thank you to all of you that listen, that engage, that send us the messages, that give us, that call us, that do all the things you do. We're a small little show that is a labor of love, and we do what we do because we're passionate about this place we live in. It's not always about the negative. We also pat people on the back when something good happens. But for all of you out there that have supported us, that keep saying the nice thing, that send us these lovely messages, even the ones that don't send us the messages, this is the Merv Britto Show, and we appreciate every one of you, good, bad, and ugly. Social media, send us a message, leave us a like. If you like what we do, spread the word. All of the social media handles are on the screen right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Merv Britto, and at the end of the day, we want to say our 2025 wishes. I'm scared to go to Joanne because she's going to take 3 hours for it.
No, I'm not.
TheMervBrittoShow.com. All the social media handles are on your screen. Go check out more about us on our page, TheMervBrittoShow.com. But right now, before we end the show, can we do a round? Who wants to start? Anybody? Because I'm gonna end it with me.
So I basically wanted to wish my great nephew Lincoln a very, very happy 5th birthday today. We love you to bits, and we're hoping you're having lots and lots of fun and a great birthday tea.
Sweetie, New Year. So Linky Pinky celebrated his birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. Your New Year's wish. No, 2 things. You get a wish and you get a wish. What'd I say?
A wish and a wish?
No, sorry. It's the wig, dude. It's the wig.
I get a wish and a wish?
You get to wish people and make a wish. Sorry.
Okay.
The word's going to come out. I'm talking like Yusuf, dude.
Got kidnapped.
My word is got kidnapped. Yusuf Mataji.
Oh, kidnapped.
My words get kidnapped. Sorry, Joanne.
Yeah.
Make a wish No, wish people and make a wish quickly. Yes, please.
Yeah, essentially for me, it's really, I want everybody to be happy and healthy and really to have a very, very peaceful new year. It's just about the fact that, you know, we want people to be safe and, you know, we want to be able to report on more positive stories going forward. So you keep taking care of yourselves and look after each other, as always, Mervyn will say.
Yes, take care of yourself and one another. Mr. Rodrigues, out loud, because you don't have a mic. You want to say something very quickly. Anybody want to wish or your wish? No? You don't want to wish anybody. Wonderful. Your wife, your girlfriend, your better half will be very happy. Sir, you've got a long list of chicks that you want to wish, Ajo. I know that, but we only have a half.
We'll be here till 1st January 2027.
Ajay is my role model, single and happy, rocking.
Oh my God, Ajay's your role model because he's single and happy.
Boss, the stories that aunties tell me about Neil, you don't want to hear on live on air.
What kind of aunties? Any special aunties you want to mention? Come on, Ajay. Okay. A wish and a wish.
I wish that we be more humane and human. I think we are lost light of that fact with the emergence of technologies. We're losing the art of being human and empathetic to our fellow human being and creatures that inhabit the earth. We're destroying the earth, basically. So for 2026, I want us to change. I wish that we'll be more human in our outlook and that we care for this earth. Because we're going to be leaving it for somebody else at the end of the day.
Leave it in better shape than you found.
Yes, I hope that we can do that.
Good one. That's a good one, dude. Mr.
What
Wilbur,
about mine? You didn't like
yours is lovely, Webs. Yours is pretty, Shania. Come on, Willie.
Well, I can't think of a wish right
Wish your mom and dad, dude. Mary, happy, all the best for mom.
And your fiance.
It's Joanne.
Last year was a single guy, isn't it?
He wishes to get married in 2026.
There's still 11 more months to go.
I can get it. I agree. Maria's mom's name, right?
Rosa Maria.
Sorry, Rosa Maria Cardozo, from your son. A very, very happy new year. All the best. Well, and then dad and girlfriend, fiance, Baba Sang Mare.
Yes.
Shine mare to. Now card mare number de sang mare thi.
Wishing everyone a happy new year in advance, and especially Nigel and Siona who are getting married tomorrow. Also, I would wish for the 2026 to be a bit more like grounded. Like people are getting high, like not high as in alcohol high. Like
losing the plot.
Say it in concrete. This
is your wish. This is your time.
Yeah, say it in
anything else?
Like we should get. Okay.
You know what? He'll tell us next show.
He wants to wish, basically. Willie's a good heart. He wants to wish everybody a very, very happy new year. All the best. Stay the heck out of trouble. It can be dangerous out there.
Yes.
My wife's not going to get the last word like she always does. I've got a couple of things that I wrote down, and I'm going to read them off my screen. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Merv Britto, and I love all of you guys. Not only the people, like I said, the most important is the people that make this happen and make us what we are. My office staff, all of you guys that do work so hard, like I thanked you yesterday in the party. I love you, and I appreciate everything you do. You guys here in the studio, I love all of you guys. New Year's a time for beginnings, different new things that'll happen. I wrote a couple of things down. You can never run out of love, peace, kindness, smiles, hug, caring, or happiness. You get back what you put in. Give it till it hurts and use it or lose it. Be kind to others, pay it forward, put a smile on somebody's face. It's good karma and it's contagious. Ladies and gentlemen, live like and love like it's your last day. Have no regrets. And lastly, if you're going through a tough time, remember, this time too will pass. We do the show, we have a laugh, and it's a lot of lighthearted joking and gesturing and a lot of negativity, or we're bringing stuff to light. But this show is all about the positives and what we wish for this beautiful place we call home. My darling, Happy New Year to you.
Thank you so much, and to you too.
To our families, to our friends, to all of you listening. Once again, 26, all the very best. God bless you all. It's a jungle out there. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. And until the next time we see you.
We'll see you next year.
Happy New Year, guys. Merv Britto, out.